Okay, so we're at the Bally's Boxing Gym in Southsea in Portsmouth, just round the corner from Fratton Park, Portsmouth Football Club. I'm joined by the Goodwin'S new signing, Floyd Moore. How you doing, Floyd?
How you doing, Kev? Yeah, really good, thank you.
So you've obviously just come over to the Goodwin'S, just signed today. Your current record is 10-4 and 1 draw. How do you feel your career's gone so far?
It's been quite an up and down career, really. Started off obviously right at the bottom, losing to Johnny Greaves, but I mean I've had highs and lows. And the last one for the Southern Area, which I just got pipped by Adam Dingsdale, was a close fight, but I believe that I can come back from that and push a lot, push on a lot more with my career.
Okay, so as you said, you suffered obviously a defeat earlier on in your career, obviously against Johnny Greaves, and what's quite commendable about that is some people have walked away from that. You know, you've had some fights that you've lost, perhaps that you shouldn't have lost, but you still carried on and things like that. Has that prepared you better going forward because you suffered them defeats early? I
think it probably has. You know, a lot of people get a built-up record and then they get scared to lose that O. I mean, I lost mine straight away, so I had nothing. I wasn't scared of losing it. I wouldn't have been anyway, but. Yeah, it does, because I like to prove people wrong. A lot of people can write me off after a couple of defeats, but I always come back stronger and say prove people wrong.
So a bit of a puncher. I think 7 of your 10 wins have been by KO. So you can obviously punch a bit. Is that something you're trying to develop? As obviously you're 23 years old now. Is it something you're trying to develop as you get older? You're probably coming into your physical prime now. Is it your punch power your best thing, or are you more of a boxer? What type of fighter are you?
I think most people would probably say I am a big puncher, yeah. I mean, I am, but my boxing ability, people maybe underestimate that. I can box a bit. I'm not just a puncher, but my power is always getting better as well. So we'll just see how it goes. So
you're only 23. It seems like you've been around for ages. It seems like, how old was you when you turned over?
I think I had my first fight at 19, which I suppose is fairly young in the programme, but I believe I've got a good few more years yet.
Yeah, at 23 you're still so young. So what are you looking at now? What are you looking at over the next, say, 12, 18 months? What are you looking to achieve? Have you got any sort of plan at the moment? Have you got any things in mind that you want to do?
I say I just want to keep moving forward. I've had a chat with Steve and he seems to think that that can be done, you know, looking at any kind of thing, you know, Southern Area, English, Commonwealth, believing with the right planning, you know, that sort of thing can happen. As long as I keep myself in the gym and keep busy.
Okay, so you've won a couple of times for Southern Area, you won before, and obviously you fought, was it Southern Area you defended against Adam Dingsdale, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah, that was the defence. The
defence of that. So you obviously picked up some titles quite early as well, so are you looking to add more titles? What's your biggest aim? If I said to you now, Floyd, what would you hope to get out of your boxing career when you finish in 10 years' time? What is it you'd hope to walk away with?
I'd like to say a British title now. I mean, when I turned pro, a Southern Area would have been perfect, but now I've won that and I'm improving all the time. I think I could make a British title, you know, I could win that. Okay, so we're obviously at Bally's Boxing Gym, obviously with Mike. Just tell me a little bit about what Mike's done for you, his training and obviously how you get on, etc. Mike's been brilliant. I say I've been with him since day one. We've seen so many fighters come and go throughout the gym, but Mike's, you know, I've improved so much with him. I say everyone wrote me off straight away. Mike didn't, and now we're like really good mates. But when training's got to be done, we, you know, train. But
it's important for, and this I think is undervalued in terms of the boxing world, is the trust between the fighter and the coach is important, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, you could go with the best coach in the world, but if you don't trust him, when, you know, it hits the fan, so to speak, yeah, you need to come back to the corner of someone you trust, and that's obviously seeing you today with Mike. That's obviously the relationship you have with Mike, a good trusting relationship.
I do, yeah, I trust Mike with my life, you know, whatever he says, I believe I can do. As I mean, you see a lot of fighters that don't trust the trainer, like you say. But I think trust is one of the most important things. If he says get in there and fight this guy, you can beat him, I believe I can. If he says you're not ready for it yet, I'll trust him with that, you know. But we've got a good relationship, yeah.
Okay, so you're known as a bit of a ticket seller. We know you sell a lot of tickets. Obviously, going forward, it's about developing you as a fighter, not to be known as just a ticket seller. You want to be known as Floyd, obviously, yeah, you know, a good boxer. And is that something you think you can do? Obviously, I think you're always going to sell a lot of tickets. Yeah. Is that something you want to go forward for? Be known for your tickets, be known for your fights rather than your tickets?
Yeah, that's sort of something that's sort of started to happen now. Tickets sell themselves because of how good the fights always are. They're always entertaining, so people sometimes come to us now and ask when's the next fight. But yeah, I'm a big ticket seller, and I don't think that'll ever change.
Why do you think you are a big ticket seller? Is it because you're exciting? Is it because, you know, obviously your fights, you know, you've lost some, you've won some? Is it because you're, you know, a kill or be killed type of guy?
Yeah, the fights are always entertaining, like I said. People do want to come watch all the time. I've got quite a lot of friends and that as well, and my dad pushes the ticket sales, so that helps. But now the career's sort of moving forward, people are coming in more often.
Okay, and so obviously you've now joined Steve. What brought you to the Goodwin promotions? What made you change over to Steve? What do you think? Why did you think Steve was the right decision for you?
I say Steve's probably one of the most fast, improving type, or looking to go places in the manager type promotion. Obviously, you got the big boys, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, but I think below that is the likes of Steve, and he said big things can happen, so I can't see why not.
Okay, well, let's say, so you're next out on, when's your next fight you're out?
20th of September.
Okay, will you be wearing that hat for that fight, or?
I don't know, I was in an hour, but I expect it'll come off.
Does your missus know you borrowed her hat, or?
Do you know what? She's not a lover of the hat, but I bought it for Egypt, believe it or not. Didn't really wear it much.
Okay, so 20th of September you're at. It's in Portsmouth, the Pyramid Centre in Portsmouth, is that right? And do you know your opponent as of yet?
Not yet, no. I say I'll probably sit down with Steve, Mike, have a chat, see what direction they think will be the best opponent. But I'm easy. I'll fight whoever. And
for the rest of this year, do you know what your plans are for the rest of this year? Do you know how many fights? Are you looking at just this one? Or are you looking to have more as it goes on?
Say Steve's already got a plan written out for me. Again, out I think in October, then again November or December. So I mean, before Christmas I could have another 3 fights, which I say previously I've been a bit inactive, maybe don't stay in the gym enough. But with a plan, I can sort of look to know when to stop training, start training. Things can work a lot better, I think.
Okay, all right. Well, say out on the 20th of September. Obviously, good luck with your future. I'm glad you signed with Steve and us, so to speak. And 3 fights this year will be really good for you. And we look forward to the future. Thanks for having us down.
Cheers, Kev. Nice one.